Hey, what's up guys? Pops here, coming from inside the safe today with a gun review of the Glock 26 versus the 43, which a couple of you people were asking for me to compare the two, but I also compared the Glock 29 and the Glock 29 and the Glock 30S. So let's go ahead and start. So as you all know, it's been 4 weeks since I posted a video. I was in the hospital with a bad infection, and I was unable to shoot guns because I had a PICC line going to my heart, and they said I am not allowed to shoot guns or play baseball or do anything crazy with my arms. So that's why it's been 4 weeks since I posted a video. But anyways, as y'all know, I got the Glock 26 about 5 weeks ago, posted a video, posted another video. Thank you guys for all your response and questions. I do love this gun. I still love this gun, and it is my everyday carry now. It's the Glock 26 MOS, and I got the Holosun, excuse me, SCS on top, and it's just a remarkable piece of equipment to carry and very accurate. So like I said, some of you guys were asking me to review this against a couple other guns. So I went to the range and brought the Glock 48, which used to be my favorite carry gun until I got the Glock 26. The Glock 48 is a single stack or staggered stack, holds 10 rounds. I do have the 15 round mags in there, and I had to do a little modification to get these to actually work. I know you guys have seen videos on some people loving these mags and some people just having a hard time with them. So what I had to do was I had to heat up my grip with a hair dryer and actually squish it to make it a little tighter, so these mags fit in a lot tighter. And now I haven't had one issue with those mags. But anyways, this is my Glock 43 that I'll show you some video here in a little bit. And then we're going to move into my Glock 30S, which is a 45 caliber, holds 10 rounds. There's also a 12 round mag for it. Love this gun. It's very accurate. It kicks like a mule, but it's a badass gun, dude. I love this gun. And then of course my Glock 29, which is a 10 millimeter. All four of these guns that I'm showing you today are basically the same size. We'll get into that in a minute. The Glock 29 is a 10 millimeter. It holds 10 rounds, but you can get I think 15. Yeah, it can do 15 rounds in this also. And this is also a badass gun. The ballistics on this gun are fantastic. This also kicks like a mule, but it has a different kind of kick to it. It actually, when you shoot it, it flips up, of course, but it also shoves backwards. And I think that's because of the 10 millimeter ammo just has so much force coming out of that muzzle. But anyway, so yeah, well, so let's start. So I did take all four of those guns to the range, and put up some video here on the Glock 26 Gen 5. Again, I was in the hospital, so it's been 5 weeks since I went to the gun range. So my aim isn't all that good. I usually go every Sunday and try to make a video for you guys. My aim wasn't so good. You'll see here in a second. But again, I still love this gun. This is actually, all these guns I shot at 35 or 40 feet, which is kind of what I like to shoot at to see how accurate the gun is. These small micro or mid-size carry guns aren't really that accurate at 45 feet, and quite frankly, I'm not trying to get into a gunfight at 40 feet or 35 feet. I'm going to run away or duck and cover until you get closer. But anyway, so that's the 26. Now if we take out the 43X and compare the two, you can see that the 26 and the 43X are really the same size gun, except for the width, of course. And then look at this. You got about 1.5 inches of extra grip sticking out, which when you're carrying on your hip or in the waist, you're going to see that. Obviously, they are the comparison is in thinness is better, but truthfully, the thinness, unless you're a fat guy like me and you're going to crotch carry in front of your belly, the thinness doesn't really matter when you're carrying. It's really all about the length of this grip here. And as you can see, the grip is just a lot longer. And this gun would normally carry 10 rounds plus one, but I have those 15 round mags in there. This is 10 plus one, and I can make this 15 plus one or even 17 plus one, but then the gun gets too big. So then I took my 30S out, which is the Glock 45. It has the narrower slide, which is comparable to the 26 or the 19. This slide is about the same size. You can see the length is a little bit longer, about 1 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And then the grip, in the grip, we're talking about pretty much the same size, except for this boot here that they put on to get 10 rounds. I do have the 9-round mag for this, and it makes it it's more of a flush fit, and it's not sticking out as much. But this is like 3/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch. So I really like that, because again, this is the part that's going to print on you when you're carrying. It's the grip that's going to print. It's not the width or the length that's going to print, because you're tucking that down inside your pants, unless you're wearing out of the waistband. But anyways, the Glock 30S is a phenomenal gun. I love this gun. It's very accurate. It's as accurate as the Glock 26, and I have a lot of fun with this gun. And ammo now, recently, as of this video, isn't that expensive anymore like it was during COVID. So I like shooting this a lot. I forgot how much I like shooting this, actually, because I haven't taken it to the range in a long time. The Glock 30S, if you can find one, the S stands for slim slide, I believe it does. And again, this is the same size width slide as the Glock 19, my Glock 26. Not as slim as the Glock 43X, but it's definitely on the slim side of the Glock 19 and the Glock 26 and a couple other guns that I can't think of right now. But just a phenomenal gun. If you can find a 30S, snatch it up. They're rare. I don't even think they make them anymore. You can still get the Glock 30, which is a very wide slide, and that segues me right into the Glock 29, which is another favorite carry gun of mine. The Glock 29 is a 10 millimeter. You can see that it's a very wide slide, and when I say very, it's only about 1/8 of an inch difference. I don't even know if you can see it on camera that it's just a little wider. So let's compare this back to the 26 now. So the 26 and the Glock 29, just like the Glock 30S, is the same size, maybe a hair longer in the front here by the muzzle, but in the grip it's exactly the same size. Different shape. If you notice that the hump on the Glock 26 is very predominant down low, and that's to fit in the swell of your hand, whereas the 29 and the 30, the hump, it seems to be in a different location, and it's more curved in down lower. And I don't know, when I was shooting it, I couldn't really tell. I think I get a higher perch on the Glock 26, which makes sense because it is the smallest gun of the Glocks as far as grip length, and I think they do that on purpose so that bump fits in the swell of your hand. Versus, I mean, this hump here still fits in the swell of your hand on the Glock 29, but it's more predominant on the Glock 26. But anyways, so you can tell here that they are just like the 30S, same gun, same kind of length of the grip. I got this little pinky extension on. If I didn't have that, it would be the same. The only difference again would be in the slide width. and then the slide length. So another great gun. I love to shoot this gun. This used to be another daily carry of mine. I would revolve between the Glock 29, the Glock 30S, and my 43X. And if you want some stopping power, the Glock 29 in 10 mil or the Glock 30 in 45 is the gun to get. That's quite a round with quite a lot of muzzle velocity, and I'm sure you'll agree that if you look at on YouTube, there is some other videos about the Glock 29 and versus the Glock 30, 10 mil versus 45 in a gel test, and you'll see the difference, a huge difference in the ballistics over 9mm especially. But anyways, let's go ahead and weigh these guns so you guys get an idea of how much they weigh. Bring out my handy dandy scale here and see if it'll zero out. Come on. There we go. So the Glock 26 with the Hollow Sun, and I believe this gun is loaded. It is, and there's nothing in the chamber. That's correct. Matter of fact, all these guns are loaded because they're in my safe. I keep them loaded. I do not keep one in the chamber on any of these guns, but we'll check them just to make sure. So the Glock 26 Gen 5 MOS with a full mag weighs 24 and a half. We'll call it 24 and a half. All right, moving on to the 43X. Now this one has a light on it. I didn't take it off. This gun is loaded with 15 rounds. The chamber is empty. Keeping my finger off the trigger. This has the TLR7 sub, and I've done some cool things. I've got a Zev barrel, threaded barrel, and a trigger, and some extra gold things on there. Let's zero that out. Okay. This one weighs 28, so about 1.5 or 2 more ounces, but that's again with the TLR7. I bet if I took the TLR7, it would weigh just as much as the Glock 26. Now keep in mind, the Glock 26 is only carrying 7 rounds, and the Glock 43X is carrying 15 rounds. So I know for a fact that 5 rounds weighs 1.25 ounces. So, you know, you're getting 5 extra rounds, a slimmer frame, a little bit longer of a gun, and a lot longer in the grip. So it's definitely going to print. So in the winter time, it's not a big deal because you're wearing bulky clothes. It's a little cooler out. You can wear bulky clothes. In the summertime, I'd much rather carry my Glock 26. All right, now let's jump into the Glock 43S. Now again, this is a 45 caliber. It is loaded with hollow points, and the chamber is empty, just like I said it would be. And again, this is the 43S, so the slide is a little thinner. This is going to weigh a little less than the Glock 30. Oh, did I just make a mistake? Yeah, this is the Glock 30S. It's going to weigh more than the Glock 30. So we're zeroed out. Go ahead and put it down. We're at 28, which I believe was about the same as the Glock 43X. With the TLR light on it, wasn't it? Yeah, they're identical. So the Glock 43X with the TLR sublight on it with 15 rounds, and the Glock 30S with 10 rounds weigh almost identical. And again, the grip size on the Glock 43X is bigger or longer than the grip size on the Glock 30 and the Glock 30S, and that's really only because this boot here, if I had put the 9-round mag in here, it'd be a lot smaller for printing, and because that's what prints, guys. That's what prints, don't forget. All right, now we'll move into the 29, the Glock 29, one of my favorite guns. It's a Gen 4 Glock 29. It is loaded with 10 rounds of hollow points, and it is empty. The chamber is empty. Put that back in there, and we'll weigh this. I think this is pretty heavy. Let's see. Yeah, 32 ounces, 32 and a half. So that's actually 4 ounces heavier than all these guns carrying 10 rounds. Let's see, do I have a 10 round? mag for the 43X. I do not have a 10 round mag. Anyways, so just for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and weigh the Glock 19, which again is loaded. This carries 15 rounds, as there's nothing in the chamber. That's how I keep my safe. I keep them all loaded with hollow points, but nothing in the chamber. And we're going to zero this out, and we'll weigh that. And that's 29 ounces. So the Glock 19 is actually loaded, is actually an ounce heavier than the Glock 43X, the Glock 26 with the hollows on, the Glock 30, and the Glock 29. And just for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and weigh my Glock 20, which is loaded with 10 millimeter, not hollow points, holds 15 rounds of 10 millimeter. I'll go ahead and check the chamber. Chamber's empty, keeping my finger off the trigger, and we'll put this mag back in, and we'll zero that out, and you'll see that this is a big gun. Yeah, 39, almost 40 ounces. So not very good as a carry gun. Maybe a duty gun, maybe a cop would carry this in comparison to a Glock 17, I guess, that holds 17 rounds versus 15 of 10 millimeter. But there you go, guys. That's what you wanted to know. You wanted to know a couple comparisons between the Glock 26, the Glock 43X, the Glock 30S, which is a 45 millimeter, and the Glock 29 I threw in there as a bonus. Again, I love the Glock 29. It's a beautiful gun. It shoots pretty flat. It's a weird gun to shoot. It really is, as far as muzzle rise. And like I said, it actually shoots. Not only does the muzzle rise, but it actually pulls back quite a bit more than the rest of the Glocks you see in front of you. So really happy with this gun. So if I had my choice to only have one of these Glocks, which one would I pick? That's a hard decision. The Glock 19 is a given. You know, obviously it's been around forever. It's a staple in the gun community. It's been tricked out, it's been modded, it's been done, everything has been done to the Glock 19. It's been out for, gosh, it feels like 100 years. But I'd have to say that would be my third choice. The Glock 20 way down here, the 10 millimeter big boy, that'd be my fourth choice. My third choice would probably be the Glock 43X. I do love this gun, but it's just it prints too much to carry. I have a problem with this 1.5 inches sticking out of my printing on my shirts in the summertime, especially. In the wintertime, none of these guns, it wouldn't be an issue. My second choice would probably be the Glock 30S. I love this gun. It's a great gun. The Glock 30S is a phenomenal lightweight 45 holding 10 rounds, which is amazing to me, especially coming from 1911s, which only hold 6, 7, or 8 rounds. So you get 10 plus 1, and then if I get the little mag on here, it would only be 9 plus 1, which is still 10 rounds. Just a great gun. And I guess my first choice now is the Glock 26. I love this gun. It's a flat shooter. It doesn't have as much muzzle rise as my Glock 19, which I can't figure out why. It's basically the same gun, but with a longer grip. So I don't understand why the Glock 26 is such a good shooter. It's a lot more accurate with the green dot Holosun SCS. I'm still learning that because I've never really had a red dot on a gun, a green dot. So I'm still figuring that one out. I love this. It's the SCS is self-charging, doesn't take a battery. You never have to remove it to put batteries in. You just set it out in the sun or by your windowsill for a half a day, and it's fully charged, ready to go for 20 years or however long, 10 years they claim, or whatever they claim there. Just a phenomenal gun. I love the Glock 26, and I recommend it, the new Gen 5 MOS, to anybody who either doesn't have a Glock 26, has been thinking about the Glock 26. Even if you have a Glock 26, this new Gen 5 that's milled out MOS is a great gun, and I'm going to recommend it to everybody. So hey, thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you're enjoying my videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. Leave some comments down below. And I do want to let you know about this gun stand. If you were wondering where I got this gun stand from, it's a company called Magcastle. It's magcastle.com, M-A-G-C-A-S-T-L-E, Magcastle, and they make all kinds of gun stands and magazine holders, and pretty cool company. Rick, the owner, is a great guy, and yeah, give them a shout out or check out their website at magcastle.com. Thanks for watching.